Welcome to Bianca Lopez. Yay, comedian extraordinaire and
sweet.
actor known for your roles on Mom,
Yes.
Shameless, and Westworld.
Yes.
Very exciting.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about what stage you're in.
Okay.
We're talking to people who are in fertility, pregnancy, and motherhood, and you've got a great story.
Yeah, so my wife and I, we are at the stage, we're going to do IUI, which is intrauterine insemination, and we've bought our sperm. It was an interesting process to buy it. Like it's like a catalog online.
Because I was going to ask, is it like Tinder where you just swipe through and you're like, no, yes, no, no? Like, how does it work that you purchase someone's sperm? Do they give you a profile, a picture, a history?
Yeah,
Do they give you reviews of women who've been with these people?
Right, they're like he sucks. Don't buy his sperm. No, it is kind of like a little bit of all of that. Like it just gives statistics, like just like stats, like 5'9", 100 and something pounds, athletic, and then it just kind of gives you a rundown of like their general health.
Okay.
And then you can get more detailed stuff if they disclose.
What were your specific things, if you don't mind sharing?
Yeah.
What they were, like that you were actually looking for when it came to the stats?
I really wanted them to kind of be active because I really like that just for my personal self. And I think like moving and stuff releases endorphins. I think you're generally in a better place, disposition mentally. So I was like, I really wanted him to be active. And I really didn't want him to be on any like weird stuff like some guys, which is no judgment because I feel bad for guys because girls can just put a weave on it. Like some guys were like, oh, I'm balding, so I'm taking this. And I was like, nope, don't know what that is. Nope, don't want it. You know what I mean?
Bye.
I'm like, see you later. It was interesting, like I realized how not shallow I am. Like I really could like care less what they look like, kind of.
Okay.
My wife was a little more specific about that.
Uh-huh.
She was like, no, has to be over this height. She's like, no, what? Yeah, she's like over 6 feet tall. I was like, that is a huge baby.
yeah. Wait a second.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm carrying that. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like really, it was kind of funny. So,
did you guys care about the race? Was that a thing? Because you're both Latinx, right?
Yes, we're both Latinx. For me, I was pretty open, but I did kind of want to have like a mixed baby. But it was funny because my wife was like, well, you have really strong genes, so I just feel like whatever we choose is just going to look like you. And I was like,
wait, what does that mean? You have really strong genes?
I mean, my gyno was like, you do. She's like, you're very like brown on brown on brown. I was like, I don't know what that means. Like, what is she talking about? Like brown skin, brown hair, brown eyes. Like,
I think because that's the dominant, like brown eyes, brown hair is a dominant
yeah.
gene.
So she was like, your baby's probably just going to look like you. I was like, great. I'm giving birth to myself. I'm like, that's fabulous.
Isn't that every actor's dream though? I'm just going to have a miniature version of myself to look at and care for.
That's so wrong. It's so wrong. So yeah, so my mom was like really fixated on like having a white Aryan baby. Like that's all she cares about.
She wants you to have a white baby?
She wants me to have a white baby.
I love how she thinks you can just somehow, like with your DNA, have like a purely white baby.
Yeah, she's like, this is gonna give me that. Yeah, and she's like, that's all she cares about. It's very like Latino culture to be like obsessed with being as light as possible.
I mean, you talk about your mom when you do stand-up, and it's hilarious because
Yes.
you're like, she can't even say the L word, and it's not love, it's lesbian. And how you're like, she's like, you just fell in love with her. You're not a lesbian.
Yeah, she does not like the word lesbian. She's like, babe, come on. You know what I mean? I'm like, are you trying to like somehow put me back in the closet? I'm out, girl. Like I'm out. Yeah, she's having issues with the whole process because she doesn't get it. And she's so funny. She was like, you should just do it the old-fashioned way. Like she was like, why are you spending so much money? And I was like, like have sex with a man. Okay, well that's gonna be hard because doesn't really go. It would really be awkward.
Wouldn't it be interesting if there was like, you could have all these specifics, but then for like half the price, you could get one vial of just sort of like mixed sperm. Let's see what happens. Like, you just never like the lottery sperm.
Yeah, and wait, is it like a lot of different sperms?
Yeah. Like just all these different people's sperm, and you're like, who knows?
Yeah.
It's like, take your chances.
I would be open to that.
Yeah?
I'd be open to just like not spending $1,000 on,
Yeah, so how, like this process, I mean, is it an expensive process?
It is an expensive process. So to like buy the one vial
of sperm
is $1,000 And then to inseminate is like another cost. But it's so crazy because I'm just like $1,000? Like it's crazy. So yeah, it's expensive.
So how did you guys decide between the two of you who was going to have the baby inside them? Like be pregnant?
I'm just like naturally curious about like bodies and like what they can do. So I was already like leaning towards that. I've always wanted to have like a baby and just see what happens with my body and stuff and like be like, I created this baby, you know?
Yeah.
I'm so interested. So yeah, so that was kind of an easy thing to decide.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
fun.
excited for you.
Thank
you so much. You can check out Bianca, part of the Comedy Coven.
Yes.
Which is a group of ladies that do comedy every week around LA. So you can check that out. And then just look on your TV because she's probably on one of the shows you're watching.
So sweet.
Thanks so much for being
Thanks
here.
for having me. So excited.